Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Skyrim Special Edition. So we're trying to get up to the Shrine of Azura, I believe is her name. It's on top of this big snowy mountain. The good news is snow doesn't generally hurt you. It coldness and stuff seems to be something that you're not really gonna have to deal with too much. There's also our companion that if he catches up and actually gets ahead of me, he will do a massive amount of damage with his two-hand sword while I'm in the back shooting arrows at the players, or the enemies, not the players. Which that certainly helps too. Here's a dead horse. I guess I'll get some horse meat from him. Whose horses was that? I don't know. So this is one of our main quests, but not a true main quest. So I'm not fully certain what I'm gonna do here. Am I gonna get a Daedric weapon or search the entire place? Let's talk to this lady. I guess that's who we should talk to.
Azura has seen your coming, traveler. It was not curiosity, but fate that has led you here.
I'm glad you can actually talk to some characters instead of just always being attacked. It's 90% of the time you're attacked as soon as you get anywhere close. Let's see, what is this place? Who's Azura?
This shrine was built by the Dunmer. As our land was scorched by fire and brimstone, Azura's prophecies led us to safety. She is a Daedra, a powerful being who watches from beyond our mortal plane. She has chosen you to be her champion.
Cool. What does she need? I'll be a champion to all the Daedra, why not?
You must go to a fortress, endangered by water, yet untouched by it. Inside, you will find an elven mage who can turn the brightest star as black as night. It is cryptic, I know, but Azura's signs are never wrong. I believe the fortress may refer to Winterhold. Ask if they know this elven enchanter.
Let's ask a little bit more about this Daedra god so we know if she's good or bad, and then ask about the shrine and then ask if she's alone.
She is the goddess of dawn and dusk. Azura sees into the twilight of the future and guides her followers through it.
So this is, I believe, one of these quests where you could either get a dawn star or dusk star or something like that.
My people, the Dunmer, built it. We fled from Morrowind after Vardenfell erupted almost 200 years ago. Those of us who were faithful to Azura were given a vision that led us away from the island before the worst came. This shrine is our thanks to her, that none will forget that she watches over us all.
I wish you would find maps of all of Tamriel all over the world.
Yes,
that's something that would help.
There were others at first, but Azura's visions tested everyone's faith. One by one, they left, afraid to know their own future. But I refuse to abandon the shrine. The visions are a gift. Azura warns me of tragedy, war, death, before it happens. I won't leave her guidance.
So the ironic thing would be if I killed her right now and she'd be like, oh, well, did you see that one coming? That would be ironic, but kind of mean, and it might hurt my chance of doing the quest. So that's that. Now let's go back to just fast travel to this mine. so then we can fast travel. Well, not fast travel, but work our way towards Winterhold. Do I have anything to smelt? I bet I do not. Another mine. So we've been told to go to Winterhold for a while now. But only in the loosest of terms. They've said go to Winterhold if you want to learn magic. I would like to learn some magic, certainly. In fact, I'd like to learn all the magic, but not because I really want to use it, but because I am an OCD collector, hoarder, when it comes to video games, and that the idea of collecting abilities is interesting to me. Where's my companion when I need him? This guy packs a lot of punch. No, don't you go nowhere. I'm taking your pelts. So my fire shout, I would love to improve that. Unfortunately, to actually improve it, I'd have to find the place that has the next word, and I don't know where it is. Doing all the main quests will probably get you all the shouts. I would guess that to be somewhat close to the truth. Now, before it happens, because I suspect it may very well happen, since they didn't really patch any of the bugs in this game. When I first played this, a dragon eventually attacked and got stuck, and his body just didn't disappear for a long time.
Where else could I even go in this god's forsaken town?
So,
What? You think that'll solve all your problems?
Probably not, but it's worth a try. You ask me, not enough of Winterhold fell off into the sea.
Godlike white mane has been laid to rest, I know. May his soul live forever in the halls of Sovereign God.
interesting. Are any of these stores? I don't think.
You're the harbinger, the companions. It is my honor to stand before you.
Yeah.
God might get nervous.
This is the
when
Jarl?
approaches with a weapon.
Sorry. So, I don't even think there's shops happening in this city. And here's the College of Winterhold.
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous, and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry.
Interesting.
Oh, forgive me. Most who arrive here do so because they have heard of the college beforehand. This is the College of Winterhold, a safe haven for mages in Skyrim, a place of wisdom and arcane knowledge. I am here to assist those seeking the wisdom of the college.
I'd like the wisdom.
And if, in the process, my presence helps to deter those who might seek to do harm, so be it. The more important question is, why are you here? Perhaps. But what is it you expect to find within?
I want to use the power of ice and fire to destroy all any oppose me. I desire to bend the will of those around me. I want to unravel the mysteries of Anthers. I just want to see what it looks like inside. Bend the will of those around me? I want to unravel the mysteries of... I'm a sucker for a mystery. Let's go with this one.
Ah, the immortal plane. It is said to be the source of all magic. This is a noble goal, indeed. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college?
Interesting.
Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic.
So if you had run
A
here,
small test, if you
you
will.
possibly couldn't have... we possibly could have not made it into the actual college.
No, I'm afraid I don't know anything of the sort.
Darn it, failed that persuade.
No, I'm afraid I don't know anything of the sort. Excellent. A standard spell for one skilled in destruction magic is the Firebolt. Casting one at the seal on the ground here would be sufficient. I look forward to it.
So, first lessons, Firebolt. Magic. Let's just look at all. Firebolt. Flames. Let's see.
No matter what, the college will endure. Winterhold's going to be lie behind it, but the college lives on.
Nope. Let's see. Flames, sparks, fire, ruin.
The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated.
I don't have enough magicka. How much magicka do I need?
Much knowledge lies within the college's
Ooh, I don't have enough magicka to do any of it. Alright.
walls.
So, we've kind of visited this city, and it didn't really give us any
Mirabelle is a fun
equipment, so... Interesting.
job as master wizard this time. Still, there's always room for improvement.
Let's talk around here and try to do the quest. We can do this by starting here and starting here. Cast Firebolt. Firebolt will be the next thing that we try to buy. I suppose we could probably find a store here. Maybe. What time is it? 3 in the morning. Let's see. And where's our person to talk to? Let's get the well-rested
Everything
bonus
all right?
while we're here. We've finally gotten rid of the
Describe the smell.
achievement.
Horrible monster was turned inside out and then exploded. What did you do?
It was a minor miscalculation. I've already corrected it for future experiments.
This is why people have a problem with your college, Nelagar.
Interesting.
If there's anything you need, just let me know. The mages are up in the college. You can ask them if they'll let you in. Then again, Nelagar might know. He's an old-timer from the college, but he has a room here.
Interesting.
I'm afraid there's not much to be said. Winterhold is hardly what it used to be. You can talk to Birna if you need to buy anything. He doesn't have much, but could certainly use the coin. And then there's our little inn. Most of the business we get is from folks here to visit the college. Though even that's dried up some.
Ever heard something about the college?
That's right. College of Winterhold, just north of town. Hard to miss.
So I guess I'm going to college.
Let's sate that appetite, huh?
Let's see what we can sell. We'll sell all this. And then ingredients, I don't see any reason why I'd sell them. I'll buy some salt pile from you, and then I'll rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
So
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
just because it's your room doesn't mean you can take the money or anything out of it. Which, so that's kind of a shame. I'm gonna sleep for 9 hours and see if that gives me the well-rested bonus. One of the things about the well-rested bonus seems to be, though, that you kind of have to always have it. There you go, 9 hours well rested. And I can't take the gold out of you. And so let's go talk to
Just
this
say the
guy.
word if you need a drink or something to eat.
If we can find Birna to buy some books or something, that would be nice too.
I don't deal with any college applicants these days, so don't bother asking.
He's got a nice collection here. In order. And this is kind of what I would hope to find all the books from.
My days at the college are long behind me, but I prefer to stay close by. Spells and incantations.
Let's see
for
what he's
those
got
with
to
the
sell.
talent to cast them.
So do you have the one I need? Flames, Frostbite, Fast Healing. He doesn't have the one book I need. And all of these are very expensive. What can I sell to him, first of all? Sell that to him. And I could sell some soul gems, but I don't want to. And I don't want to sell anything that has an enchantment in it. But I could sell this. There we go. I wouldn't want to buy anything else from him either. Spark, Soul Trap, Less Oak Flesh, Fury, Frostbite, Flames. Conjure Flames, Clairvoyance. Shows the path to the current goal. Interesting. I think we might turn that one on just for one thing. Create a magic sword. Bound battle axe. Alright.
No. Gods no, not for years.
Let's just keep an eye on
I left Winterhold for some time and returned to stay here at the inn. I still have research that keeps me busy, and being here in Winterhold ensures I have access to former colleagues.
Ah.
Who sent you? Was it the college? The Jarl? We agreed there would be no more questions.
Let's try to persuade.
You're working with the Daedra? Right. Now tell me the one about the Argonian maid and the lusty baron.
That didn't work. Don't want to try intimidate, I guess?
Just calm down. I'll tell you everything.
That works well.
What do you know about it?
Soul gems, why are you asking? They're for enchanting, correct?
They are, except the gem is always consumed. They're frail, except for one. Azura's Star, a Daedric artifact that allows any number of souls to pass through it. Some of us wanted to find out how. I was working under Malin Varen then. If only we knew what he was really planning.
And what did Malin do?
Malin wanted to alter the star. He was dying, disease. He thought he could store his own soul inside, become immortal. It drove him mad. Students started dying. Eventually, the college exiled him. He took a few loyal disciples to Illinalta's Deep and vanished. Look, I don't care who asked you to find the star, but don't take it back to Azura. The Daedra are evil. They're the reason Malin went insane.
So now I have to find Azura's Star. Alright,
No, even Ranmir can only drink so much.
let's see.
Let's just
Here's
keep an
the
eye on
Staff
this
of
one.
Arcane Authority.
Such a chore to be
Worth a
stopped.
lot.
I suppose that's a benefit to
If I
having
need
so
some
few
money, but
customers.
the problem of having... Like, is she a prostitute?
Ranmir beg a drink from you yet? That's gold wasted, friend.
I guess not. I don't think there are any in this game. Actually, Let's look at the map first. Cast a firebolt spell. I may have to just talk to her. I want my speech level to go up. But let's talk to this guy first.
Here.
Can you train me
It's
in
all in the swing.
two-handed swords?
show
Nope,
you.
you can't. How about we level up then? More stamina. I need to keep an eye on this because I may hit a level of like 500 stamina and then it will just not go up any higher. Speech is at 48. I could bribe people to ignore crimes, 10% better prices. This requires level 50, so it would be silly to do that. That requires level 40, so that's silly too. Lot picking is at 42. We need it to be at 50 for that. Light armor. Increase the armor at 40 there. Not ready to do that one. This is 80. I could slow down time some more. Critical shot. I could also get bullseye, but that requires 100, so that'd be silly. So I think I might slow down time more. Two-handed is at 31 right now. We're going to, it's going to be a while. This is at 42. It needs to be 60, 30, 50. Enchanting. New enchantments are 20% stronger. I could go down that route instead of slowing down time to 50%. I think that might be the better move. And the alchemy element, like making your potions stronger, that's not something that we really need. And we're done with sneaking. And armor at 40. We'll get that later. So I think I will go with enchanting. All of these spells, though. Let's see. Next level requires 20, so we might just continue to move down this way. Skill enchantments and armor 25% stronger. Soul gems provide extra magic before recharging. So I want to go down this way and down that way, I guess, and then extra effects eventually. Shock enchantments and fire enchantments and frost enchantments, not so well. I'm mispronouncing enchantments here. Soul Siphon might be an interesting one too, but possibly not necessary.
We've stopped. What is it? It's all in the swing. Let me show you. What do you need to take?
The money back.
Let's go.
So it's daytime, so I can probably come to Birna's Oddments. Is she a general store? I guess she is. Interesting. And display cases and all. Interesting.
I do what's necessary so we can get by. Have to, since I... Very funny. I'm sure you've noticed that Winterhold isn't exactly overflowing with people. So I'll sell whatever I can. If it's worth putting a price on, you can bet I'll do it. I've been burned a few times, made a few bad deals, but mostly I come out on top.
Nice. You said something about a bad deal?
Wasn't by choice, I can tell you that. Options were in short supply. Ranmir and I grew up here, and nearly any money I make, he drinks away. Without the coin to pack up and leave, I decided to take to trading.
So do I want to ask this question and start another side quest? No, I don't think I do. Because the real side quests are the things that you're like certain you're gonna have to run into. I'll take this. And she's got some apparel. And Ring of Remedy health regenerates 20% faster. Let's sell things and see if we can get that. Sell that. This bow versus this bow. That one. Not selling that one. Let's see. Banded armor. She only has 100 gold, so I'm gonna choose to take the Ring of Remedy. And that gives her another 1,000. Let's see. Novice. Don't want to sell that. Sell that one. Steel plate helmet. Sell that. Potions. Let's see. Magicka, staminas. Magicka. Scrolls. Books. Nothing to sell there. Keep those heads, I suppose, for later. Hardcore tusks. Sell this jug. Sell the linen wrap. And so she got about 600 from me, but whatever.
Good day.
We need to come over here and read these books. I already know clairvoyance. And read this. I didn't know I already knew
If you're looking
clairvoyance.
for, some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Books, sell.
Good day.
And here's several buildings that are beyond my ability, and I don't know firebolt, so
Winterhold's glory days may lie behind it. but
let's
the
talk to
college lives
her.
on.
How about you train me in destructive magic?
No? Well, if you think you're capable of it, then I'd be happy to provide it to you for a mere 30 gold.
Sure.
Or you can try your luck with one of the court wizards around Skyrim. They also sell spells.
I'll give you 30 gold.
Here you are. Now I'm anxious to see you cast it.
So, destruction, firebolt, equip, fire.
The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed. Well done indeed. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me.
So if I can convince this character to follow me as a companion, then that would be excellent.
No matter what, the college will endure.
So there's some kind of magic spells stopping people from crossing the bridge.
Mirabelle does a fine job as master wizard, I suppose. Still, there's always room for improvement.
And I don't know what it would do if it would throw you off the edge of the bridge. It's not a very safe place. But I do want to get into the College of Winterhold. But I also kind of need to do companion quest.
Winterhold's glory days may lie behind it, but the college lives on.
It's weird for her to just turn around and say something, then cast a spell. Let's see. Before she leaves, let's talk to her.
Much knowledge lies within the college's walls. Certainly. Destruction spells come in different forms, each useful for various purposes. Concentration spells can be cast immediately, though they're weaker. Good for a tight spot and less costly if you miss.
I
You'll
think
also need to
we'll
decide
probably
whether to
level
devote
up.
yourself to a single type of spell. Focusing solely on flame spells will make them more powerful, but you may find yourself at a disadvantage against foes immune to fire.
I think we'll probably level up before I got around to this point. So
We are the only group left in Skyrim.
So getting the
dedicated to
training, as long as
studying
it's not
arcane.
too expensive, if it's
There
only
are others who
1,000
study, to
gold,
be sure,
that's
but
a
they do so in private,
big
often in
cost,
secret.
but not too much. By the time I
I can
get
teach
around
you,
to
but I
this,
won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge.
oh nope, I can't even level up. So I don't know why I'm already at the maximum level there. I haven't gotten any training from her from before.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several if you're talented.
Let's see. First lessons, Black Star.
You are new here, are you not? We have not spoken.
Yes.
Sir? How quaint.
Always be nice to
I
him.
am Savos Arin, Archmage of the College of Winterhold. I am quite content to see nearly any aspect of magic explored and investigated here. But I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college. Are we clear? Not often, no. Some risks must be taken to be sure. I am simply trying to avoid untimely deaths. We also must make an effort to avoid worsening what Skyrim thinks of us. Purpose?
So we're
I should
talking
think
some
it's
more here.
self-evident. Magic is a true power.
The
not
thing
something to be shunned by
here
commoners,
is
or treated as an amusing
I
diversion
need
by
to either
politicians.
stay
It shapes
here and go
worlds,
down this
creates
path,
and destroys life.
or
Deserves proper respect and study.
go to a different
The
city and
college is a
start a
place
different
where we
path.
can focus on that, without the pressures of the world weighing down on us.
And I
I've
guess
seen
I should
documents
just
dating back
stay
to the
here
late-Second
until
Era.
I
Beyond
am
that, it's hard
the
to
leader
say.
of Winterhold.
Events in the
This
last
is
several
our
hundred years resulted in a
next
significant loss
quest
of our
line,
history, I'm
I
afraid.
suppose. Although I should probably also... I'm barely even listening to this guy.
The Great Collapse, as it has come to be known.
Take care of the
An unfortunate
assassins
natural disaster
quest
that ravaged the area.
also.
The college fared
If I
far
was
better
just
than the
trying to
city
save
of
time, I'd
Winterhold,
start all of the
but it was
quests for
not
all
left
of the groups and move further forward.
No one is sure of the cause. Some believe the eruption of Red Mountain had far-reaching consequences that were only felt years later. I know there are some who have blamed the college, said that we were responsible. I assure you this is not the case.
So we're learning about the Great Collapse here.
The Sea of Ghosts practically came alive. No one was expecting it. Monstrous waves battered the shore for weeks on end. Winterhold was ancient and weathered, but it couldn't withstand the sea's fury. Entire districts of the city were lost overnight. The waves receded in time, but the damage was irreversible. Most residents of Winterhold abandoned what was left of the city. The college survived, and so here we remain.
So basically a big hurricane or something happened and it destroyed most of
What you learn
Winterhold.
here will last you a lifetime. Several if you're talented.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Yes, of course.
I'm simply trying to understand the reasoning behind the decision.
You may be used to the Empire bowing to your every whim, but I'm afraid you'll find that Balmor received no such treatment here. You are a guest of the college, here at the pleasure of the Archmage. I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, of course. The Archmage has my rights.
Very good.
It's weird to
Then
have
we're
my
done.
hands on fire here the whole time. Let's just put that away.
Welcome to the college. Another new student. I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin?
Sure.
Wonderful. Please follow me, and don't wander off.
So she gives me some robes of destruction.
In Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanium is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters.
Just grab some
Unfortunately, we've had to
snowberries
implement more
as
stringent entry procedures
she's
due to
talking.
some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared.
Like, if I start running here, will she start running? No. So, this is a problem with mini games, walking behind somebody and the pace not being matched, so you can just kind of bump into them. And then what am I doing? Am I just sitting here
After I
looking,
finish showing you the grounds, we can talk.
looking at her behind or her backside? I guess it's
Our
up to
newest
me if
member
I'm
is
looking at her
housed here,
behind
in the
or
Hall of
just her
Kings.
back in general.
I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments.
Nice little candle ideas here. The Hall of Attainment. Different from the Hall of Atonement.
Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions.
So I can take this vampire dust and void salts and stuff, and that's probably worthwhile taking there. Switch to wardrobe, take the 1 gold, take this book, take the soul gem, switch to wardrobe, take the gold, switch to wardrobe, take the gold, some Nord mead. Let's see. How many boots were in that? 2 boots, 2 pairs of boots. Gold. Ectoplasm and blue mountain flowers, good. And back through here.
Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards.
So this is another bed for me to sleep in without having to rent, like the beds at the companions. And of course I could go back to the companions now and probably take anything I want from their facility. Again, if there was only somebody to sell it to, that might be worth it.
Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
So she stopped halfway through there. Interesting. It seems like the economy is very, very small in Skyrim. So this is the Archmage quarters, and this is the Arcanium. So it's 2 sets of stairs that go upward. so it gets kind of confusing.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
Yeah.
Volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
Wow, they're eager beavers.
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do?
I'm here to learn. Safety should be more important than anything. I think we should learn something practical. Safety should be more important than anything.
Well, your classmates certainly seem to disagree with you.
Oh, don't listen to her. We can do it. Just give us a chance.
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical.
So,
in continuing with our theme,
regardless of what I said, it doesn't matter.
Wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right?
So,
would you mind helping
as
me with
I
the
learn more spells, more spell books I find, I have a ward spell, but I never really use it.
That's what this lesson is for. Perfect time to try it out. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way.
Here? And...
now, cast the ward.
Let's see. Warding spells. What's something that's a warding spell? Lesser ward.
Spell, and keep it up.
Did I equip that? No, I don't think I did. Lesser ward. Here we go.
You have to keep your ward up, or else this won't work. I don't want to hurt you. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up.
I don't know if I have enough magicka for this. My magicka may be so low.
Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
So, the first lessons have been completed, and under Sarthal. And having a weapon up, I imagine, is the same as having anything else.
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns are not among them.
Okay. So that guy's not interested in us. So when we look at the map here, it's a weird point that we are in the game. There's nothing here that tells me to go to anything nearby. There's something that tells us to go to Riften, we know of a Shadow Stone probably from reading a book. There's a considerable amount as far as the Bard's College, and there's the Horn of Jaeger. There's retrieve the hilt of Masoon's razor here. That gets us to that city. We haven't actually walked in Merkath. Red Eagle Sword we haven't done. I think this is Masoon's razor too. This is runes to investigate. And we have this to find also. So it's not really holding our hands as much. And meet Toldif outside of Sarfall. Where is that? Here. So I could go to the Shrine of Zura and check on that. But before I do that, let's look at our level. We're nowhere close to leveling up. And so...
I think my parents reserved a spot for me here at the college on the day I was born.
Interesting. So we can't go to the Archmage quarters, but we can go over here. And this one's not a bad place to end up, I don't believe. Because I think this is a library where I can get books.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear? You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs.
That's a mean guy.
Do you require assistance?
Are there any special books you're looking for? This is quite an impressive library. What do you got for sale?
Please make sure your hands are clean before touching anything, all right?
Let's see. He's selling books. And by the price of these books, it's not a lot. I could probably buy all these for a high price, but he's probably going to give me a good discount too. If I brought all my books here, I'll buy that one. And that's it. Any special books you're looking for?
As a matter of fact, there are. Have you ever heard of Shalador?
Nope.
Immensely powerful mage, back in the First Era. Had an understanding of magic few have ever matched. He holed himself up in Labyrinthian, and devoted all his time to research and study. Wrote more than you would imagine possible. Since then, his writings have been scattered all over Skyrim, but are little use to anyone who can't translate them. I'm one of the few who can. I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of us.
So Shaladar's insights now.
All right then.
So here we have a display case full of books. A lot of bookcases require keys, apparently. Geez, are there any books I can really read? The Book of the Dragonborn. I'm kind of just looking at the price. I assume a expensive book would have more to them. Chances Folly. There's a ton of things. The Yellow Book of Riddles. Yeah, and there's just so many here. And they are just everywhere. I'm already overwhelmed. Look, he's got all these skulls around here too. And I think all of these other books. Let's see, Investigator's Chest. Does he have any books hidden under?
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear?
I care little for idle conversation, but perhaps you need help with conjuration magic.
Here.
If you require assistance
Can you
with
train
summoning
me?
techniques, please let me know. If you would, please also contain your summons to the college grounds. The locals do not need to be agitated further by Atronachs roaming their town. The summoning of undead is even less advisable outside the college.
Teach me
I'll
about
teach you
conjuration.
some of what I know, but be careful.
See, they won't.
Take a look.
And see, I just don't know what of the items that he's selling I don't have already. It's this weird case of even at this point, I may very well have already figured out and collected more. I could sell some more soul gems.
All right then.
This is to Skyrim, and this is downwards, and if you come up here, that's the Archmage. So there's two ways into the Archmage. This is the Skyrim.
There are few places.
So we'll come out here.
That incident in Morthal was just a misunderstanding, no matter what the guards claim.
So for the PC version of the Special Edition, there is some fog that's blocking a decent view from this. It would be nice if the snow went away and you could actually see things. This way goes to the Hall of Attainment. That's where we were. This is just a sitting area, but looks like there might have been a clock or something in there at some point. And this goes to the Hall of Countenance, which we didn't see. So we're now with the magic group. And I don't know how fast or how far we should go with this. I think it's going to be a lot shorter than the Companions. The Companions quest in particular was designed to make it make you walk around and see everything around here. And I really didn't. There's a ton of things in this area we haven't seen. And there's definitely cities we haven't even touched upon. So even throughout our companion quest of being a mage now, we're going to probably end up going to some cities and doing some stuff. We've got a lot going over here. That's kind of in-game. We've got some stuff over here that we could certainly take care of. But for the moment, and there's definitely stuff here that we need to start. We need to go to Windhelm probably before we go to Riften. That's at least how I did it before. But right now, what is this one? Find Azura's Star. Oh, I didn't realize it was all the way over here. So we could actually go to our Lakeview Manor and then run and try and find Azura's Star. Question. Oh no. Before we go here though, we need to go to Windhelm, Whiterun, and pick up everything. And I only have 5,000 gold, so, or actually I have slightly less than 5,000 gold. So that's also an issue. Carrying too much to run.
Let's get going. What do you need to take?
Let's see. Weapons. Take that one. Take that one. Let's see. Orcish Bow Superior. Take that one. I'm not gonna sell Wolthrand, so I'll give that to him too. And we need to give him something heavy. There we go. Still holding too much. There we go.
Let's go.
If I had invested more into this house, I would have a disenchanting station and all that equipped in the house. But since I don't, the first step is to run over here and disenchant and learn anything that we haven't learned. Trying to run as fast as possible.
Be careful.
It is also
I spend a lot of
possible I
time
could
with
go
Market Stall so I can learn
take some
merchant
stuff from the companions. That's a consideration. Let's see. Start here. Disenchant. Let's see. Novice Rose of Illusion and Ring of that. Alright. And do I want to enchant anything? I guess not. I could theoretically enchant the steel plate armor for heavy armor and give it to my companion. That might be an interesting move. Let's see. Block. Let's see. Destruction, healing rate. If I get his healing rate up as fast as possible, that might work well. And then increasing light armor is not actually helpful to him. And unless he had a two-handed attack. So healing rate, I think, is the right move. And a Grand Soul Gem. I'm gonna try it and craft, and then a Grand Soul Gem, healing rate, and then the next item is not anybody I can do, so we'll have to find a different enchantment for the other items. Steel plate boots. What can we give them there? One-handed stamina. Resist fire. We'll give him resist fire. Grand Soul Gem. There we go. Now steel plate gauntlets. And fortified block. I think that's as good as we can do. And we don't have a grand, but we'll use a greater soul for that one. And then this fortify Magica region, lockpicking, alchemy. Gosh, does he not have anything? Well, I guess I'll do this one, and then I'll just use a lesser soul gem there for that one. And then glass bow. Ooh, I did not think that one through all the way, did I? This is my weapon, and I would have preferred it actually had something it could do. Take 10 points of frost damage of health and stamina, or soul trap. How many shots do I want here? 8 points, 4 points for 125, 5 points for 97, 6 points for 80. I think somewhere right here in the middle, 6 points for 80 seems good. And that's with a common soul gem. I should have used a grand soul gem on that. There we go. And finally the woodcutter's axe. What can I put on here? Soul Trap, Turn Undead. I guess we'll put Soul Trap on it. Let's see. And seems like it doesn't matter one way or the other. It's just like, what's the value of it then? There we go. So let's talk to this guy.
What is it? What do you need to take?
I'm going to give you now all of that armor I just made. Armor. No, store, 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 store. And now you're good. And that shield. And I want to equip that ring. They regenerate health 20% faster on myself. And what armor am I wearing right now? There we go. And weapons. Equip that.
Let's go.
Let's see what he's got to sell.
Come to Dragon's Reach. So, you wish to master the arcane arts?
I'm not sure how many of those books I sold. Sell that, can't sell it. He doesn't have enough gold. Can I buy some stuff from him? It's probably not worth doing that, is it? So let's buy common soul gems and grand soul gems and things like this. This may be a huge mistake. Alright. Yep, that was a huge mistake. That was a huge mistake. Huge mistake.
You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the major.
Because I didn't mean to do that. Did I read all these books? Obviously not.
College in Winterhold. It seems that... So, you wish to master
Everything
the
here is just so slow. And see, even if I bought a lot of things back from him and tried to undo the sales, I wouldn't get that money back. I just spent it all.
What do you need to take?
Let's see. Shield, Elven Shield, Bonded Iron Shield, Orcish Bow, and that one, and that one, and that one.
Let's go.
There's a tranquility in magic, don't you think? So, you wish to master the arcane arts?
And I've got nothing to sell. Darn it, that was a mistake. So I could just load. It would just be this section again. And I think I have to do that. I think I have to choose cheat. And just load here. And so I won't make anybody watch me do all this again. This is before I equipped everything. I will make the bow a little bit better. I will disenchant the same items. I will sell the same items and read the books and do everything you just saw me do effectively, except for maybe slightly smarter as to how it all happens. And then we'll start back here and I'll have the 5,000. And my next goal was to go look at the house and see if we can improve upon the Lakeview Manor, and then we can go to Illinois Deep, and then that'll start with that. So sorry for making a huge mistake there, but I really did. And we'll go ahead and activate that quest too. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me further, you can click on my name Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.